Most of the country will probably only get a partial eclipse, but the path of totality, as they're calling it, will be a thin band across states like Oregon on the west coast through Idaho, Nebraska, Wyoming, down to South Carolina on the east coast. And scientists, businesses, and millions of Americans are beside themselves for this rare opportunity.
This is truly a once-in-a-lifetime event. There's an eclipse of the sun that's going to go all the way across the United States, and that hasn't happened for 99 years. So the moon is actually going to move in front of the sun and cast a shadow down on the Earth. I mean, it's really quite simple. And that shadow will be about a 70-mile strip of total darkness that'll go across the United States. But even if you're not in that narrow strip, everyone in the United States is going to see a partial eclipse at least.
The eclipse's longest point of duration will be near a small town of Makanda, Illinois, that has a population of just 600, while millions of Americans across the country have stocked up on protective glasses to marvel at the first total eclipse in almost a century.
I think they're the most beautiful things you can see in the sky. When you see the entirely eclipsed sun and the solar corona around it, it's actually safe to look at with your naked eye just for that brief time when the moon is entirely covering up the sun. It looks like the sky of a different world. You see the stars out during the day. You see a sunset 360 degrees all around you. And your instincts, I mean, it's actually kind of giving me goosebumps as I talk about it. Your instincts go kind of wild because the sky just shouldn't look like that. It is beautiful. It is profound. And I hope as many people as possible get a chance to experience it.
With a great deal of activity across the country in preparation for the big event.
We've had a lot of visitors come through today that are coming down from the coast, and most of them are fairly surprised at what a great vantage point this is to be able to sit and watch the eclipse.
I've never seen a solar eclipse or a lunar eclipse, and I wanted to enjoy the coast of Oregon and see this, be part of this magical moment, hopefully. I hope it's going to be special.
The first sighting of the maximum or total eclipse will begin on the west coast at around 7:20 p.m. Central African time, and the last place to see the full eclipse on the continental USA will be around South Carolina just before 9 p.m. Central African time. Bryce-Pease, SABC News, New York.